Hey, what is up guys, this is Jacko2011 here and welcome back to yet another video. And today we're going to be talking about Dinosaur Simulator 2. Dinosaur Simulator 2, yeah that's right guys. And make sure to watch the whole video because I'm going to give you guys so much info on Dinosaur Simulator 2 and if it's a possibility or not. Excuse me. But yeah, last night Chicken Engineer asked this in the development channel of the Unhatched games. He said, "Just a thought, the way I scripted Dinosaur Simulator from 3 years ago is very limited. If I had to say it, data storing wise, it's very clunky because it was basically just a fun side project I did with Is This Lego when I was learning how to code. That makes it hard to add in new features, which is why Dinosaur Simulator 2 is always into consideration to start from the ground up and create something better. I understand not wanting to stop production on Dinosaur Simulator, but it's just a thought. Would anyone like to see a better Dinosaur Simulator? If I was you guys, I'd vote no as a player, honestly." So Chicken asked if he was to make Dinosaur Simulator 2 and basically revamp the whole game, and that would also mean that people would lose their progress by making a new game. Not like lose their progress, but they would have to start all over in the new game, basically. So that would be quite problematic for some of us. Like, I've just gotten this account back, and it would be quite annoying to have to get it all again. But then a bunch of debate came out, like 94 messages, and it ended up actually right now being 52% voted no and 48% voted yes. And the only reason for people voting no is basically because they don't want to lose their progress. So, kind of selfish. I wouldn't mind it, to be honest, because we just get a better game, and so what if we lose our progress? It doesn't matter to me. Tell me in the comments down below if you care about losing progress, because if we got a new game, it would be way better than the current one. So I'd happily take that. And Fiona also said, "What do you mean no? Think of the possibilities. We could add all the stuff current Dinosaur Simulator can never have, like custom dinosaur colors, fish AI, more disasters, better flying, no hybrids. Oof." And then he also asked, "Would you say yes if you could keep all your progress?" And 926 people said yes, and 213 said no. So still some people are like, I don't wanna do that trade. That trade is kind of like annoying. That's what they're basically saying. And then some more developers joined in on the brawl here, and I'm not really sure who this is. Some random developer. If Dinosaur Simulator 2 comes out, what we could get could be a reality satisfaction and better balanced dinosaurs. And Fear then said, "Are you tired of exploits? Does ranging and glitching suck? Then choose Dinosaur Simulator 2. And Fear actually made some pros for Dinosaur Simulator 2. So he said, "No more exploits. No more dinosaurs that are stupidly OP just because of range. More things to actually do. No more ground glitching. Better movement mechanics. Better events. Better maps. Better disasters. Better AI. Different colors you could spawn as. New ways to earn DNA. More things to spend DNA on. Better menu. Better combat system and less laggy." And Supernub then said, "Cons, you lose all the progress from last one." Oh, damn. But yeah, so there's a lot of pros actually, and the only con is like losing progress, which I do not care about that much, to be honest. I wouldn't mind it. And then like Supernub was wait, that's not Supernub actually, that's the Pokemon trainer, and he said some ideas that could be brought up before and on the topic of Dinosaur Simulator 2, which could be animals organized by a map and formations to like make it realistic, giving a grounded realistic experience with every animal fleshed out. Additional and reworked mechanics associated with individual animals with realistic growth cycles. So in terms of that, Dinosaur Simulator 2 would be way more realistic than it currently is. And as we know, Dinosaur Simulator is not very realistic right now. It shouldn't be called Dinosaur Simulator, to be honest, because it's not realistic. It's not realistic. So yeah. Then we move on a bit, and Magrini asked, "Would you like to lose all your progress meaning DNA, days, dinosaur skins, etc. And a lot of people voted no. 719 people voted no, and 181 voted yes. But I think we should vote yes, because who cares, honestly, if we lose our progress? I've used so much time on my other account, and it got banned anyhow. And I'm over it. I'm over it now. So, as you can see, it's not that big of a problem. And Fee also said here, Dinosaur Simulator 2 will be a completely different game, and the current Dinosaur Simulator will still exist, so no progress is actually lost. But that would also mean like no updates. And Super said skins would not be outright removed, although likely to be reworked in some serious fashion in many cases. Melanistic and albino skins could likely be produced for every animal with relative ease. And then she also said with the redone rig and animation rig, we could make it so the eyes and mouth would not change color and do occur in nature. And then Supernub made a giant text about some fact about Dinosaur Simulator 2. She said, why make Dinosaur Simulator 2 instead of continually updating Dinosaur Simulator 1 to fit custom modern standards? So, she said, Dinosaur Simulator was created quite a few years ago, in 2015, with many flaws in the coding that would need to be redone. Sean would already be reworking flying, swimming, climbing, gliding, and even eating/drinking, because the scripts controlling those functions are so old at this time that some of them don't even work at all, and others have serious flaws. In addition, there's climbing, massive visual disparity between many in-game skins and dinosaurs. Some of them still hasn't been updated despite having 2015/2016 remodels and such like that. Where did I come to? Wait, it's actually not Supernub, it's a Pokemon trainer again. Pokemon trainer. I cannot see a difference in these developers right now, I don't know why. With many balancing problems with the current processes of growth and aging, the automatic growth system just gives the younger stages fractional HP and attack stats. So an elder adult is always 36 times stronger than a newborn, with the smallest stage having a speed multiplier of the adult in model in many cases. So almost every in-game system as is would need to be reworked anyhow in order to meet modern standards and improve the gameplay. In fact, how many people would say hybrids are detriment to the whole game as a whole? How many of you consider small flightless animals to be of enjoyable quality or something that you see often used? There's serious disparity for players in the enjoyment of players, with the majority of players just playing large carnivores, giant flies, ceratopsians or sauropods. I can agree with that, because there's not much joy in using small dinosaurs currently, so that would be very cool. And then Pokemon said the second question, why would we do this? What would be the advantages of a new game be? And remember guys, it's quite hard to read all of this, because I'm also very hyped right now, because we're maybe getting Dinosaur Simulator 2, and who doesn't want that? Oh my god, I just grew, I didn't even notice that. Let me just like eat something so I do not die or something. That would be terrible. I just want to like get some DNA and become the richest person ever. Give me that food. So yeah, also Barosaurus remake has been leaked now or whatever. So we've got no animations yet, but what if Barosaurus remake actually only gets added in Dinosaur Simulator 2? What would you guys think about that? Like, it would be kind of crazy, to be honest. It would be kind of crazy. But yeah, Pokemon said far more in-depth and balanced life cycles customized for each animal would be the main goal of this project, with a more realistic approach being a secondary approach. High quality life cycles for each dinosaur would likely be implemented. Possibly visual improvements such as ragdolling, reworked ranging and grabbing systems with reworked flying, swimming and gliding being included. Reworked AI would likely be a small carnivore. What? Would likely be a small carnivore food source instead of lizards and snakes around the map. The possibility of organized ecosystems would be something to look forward to, as well as ecosystems maps such as ones based on the Hell Creek or Morrison formations, where these animals would have likely existed in a functional environment in the real world. A particular example I would like to point out is that our three starters, the Ornithomimus, Triceratops and Tyrannosaurus, all coexist naturally within the Hell Creek ecosystem, but we would be able to give them accurate health, growth, cycles, speed and dietary preferences if necessary. Note, this is hypothetical. We would need quite a bit of time to make this both enjoyable and interesting for players to play. We are also aware that many people play Dinosaur Simulator quite casually and may not be a fan of more tuned stats or more realistic approach. So I can agree with that, but I definitely want a more realistic approach because it's super unrealistic right now. It's not very realistic, and I like realism, as you guys know. And realism is basically realistic gameplay, which is what I want. And yeah, Pokemon said again. Another thing that Sean mentioned is that he has issues updating Dinosaur Simulator. It is now because of limitations of Roblox data stores. Yeah, that's also why some of the older models have been like version 2 models and stuff. They have been deleted from the game because there's no room, basically. There's no room. And yeah, it would just like take ages to make this game, to be honest. Like, we would have to wait like half a year or something. And yeah, I'm not really sure if there's any much else to it. There's not really anything else, but please tell me in the comments down below what you think of the possibility of getting Dinosaur Simulator 2, guys. What do you think about it? Because I love the idea of it. I love it so much. I really want it. Because the current Dinosaur Simulator, if I am to be completely honest, it's not the best game. It's not the best game. Definitely not. Like, Barrow doing this, nah, not realistic at all. Even realistic movement would be nice in a new game. So I think that was all for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.